Fluent Flow Podcast. New videos every day. Let's learn English together.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is your dedicated space for exploring important ideas, understanding new knowledge, and really becoming well-informed about the world around you. We love discovering surprising facts and finding useful insights together. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something truly foundational, especially, for those of you on your incredible journey of learning English. Our path will be very clear, very calm, and very slow. We want to make sure every single word we share is easy for you to understand, step by gentle step. We are so glad you are here with us, ready to explore.
Yes, absolutely. And for this particular deep dive, we are going to explore the very heart of the English language, essential English verbs. Now, what exactly are verbs? Well, in the simplest way, verbs are what we call action words.
Action words, okay.
Exactly. They are the words we use to describe what we do. Think about your own day even before we begin. You wake up, you eat your breakfast, you learn new things. All of these are actions, things you perform, and verbs are the special words that describe them. You can think of these verbs as the fundamental building blocks, the very core, really, for forming your English sentences.
Like the foundation.
Precisely. They are the most useful action words you will need for your daily life, for speaking English, and for understanding English conversations. They truly open up the world of communication. So, our mission today is to gently explore 50 of these crucial verbs. We will introduce each verb very slowly, saying it clearly and calmly.
Right.
Then we will explain its meaning in a very simple way, and always giving you clear and practical examples of how to use it.
Good. Examples are so helpful.
They really are. And as you listen, we highly encourage you to try repeating the words and the example sentences after us. Mm-hmm. This is a truly wonderful and effective way to practice your pronunciation, and it helps your mouth and mind get used to the new sounds and patterns of English.
That technique, is it called shadowing?
Yes, exactly. This technique is often called shadowing, and it's a powerful tool for language learners. So please, find a comfortable spot. Feel completely relaxed. Let's take a slow, deep breath together, and then we'll begin our gentle exploration of these essential English verbs. Are you ready to dive in?
Let's go. All right, let's unpack this wonderful world of verbs. We're going to start our exploration with a very practical group of words, verbs that, you use every single day, describing your daily routines. Mm-hmm. These are the actions you perform from the moment you open your eyes in the morning until you quietly go to sleep at night. While they might seem simple, these verbs are incredibly powerful.
They really are.
They truly help you talk about almost everything you do in your daily life, building the foundation of your everyday conversations.
That's a perfect way to put it. Imagine your entire day from its very beginning. These particular words are truly the ones that will help you describe it step by step.
Our very first verb in this important group, the one that starts most of our days, is wake up. Listen carefully to the example. I wake up at 7 a.m. Now, can you say it slowly with me? Wake up. I wake up at 7 a.m.
Yes. To wake up means to open your eyes after you have been sleeping. Yep. It's that first gentle moment when your mind becomes aware, when the night softly ends and the new day gently begins for you.
Mm-hmm. Still in bed, maybe?
Often, yes. You are often still comfortable in your bed, maybe hearing the quiet sounds of morning, but your eyes are open. You are no longer deeply sleeping. It can be a very peaceful transition. For example, you might say, I wake up when the sun rises.
Okay.
Or, my alarm clock helps me wake up early. It's about that moment of becoming conscious again.
That's a great distinction. So it's not about jumping out of bed right away.
No, not necessarily.
But simply opening your eyes and becoming aware. I often wake up and then just lie there for a few minutes enjoying the quiet. What's the difference between that and the very next step in our morning, which is get up? Our next verb is get up. Here's an example. I get up and go to the kitchen. Try saying it now, slowly. Get up. Get up and go to the kitchen.
This verb, get up, is indeed a little different and very important to distinguish from wake up.
Okay.
When you get up, it means you actually leave your bed. You physically stand up.
Uh-huh.
You are moving from a lying or sitting position to a standing one, truly starting your day by moving around your home.
I see, the action of leaving the bed.
Exactly. Oh. So first you wake up, your eyes open. Then, usually shortly after you get up, you leave your bed and begin your activities, like walking to the kitchen or getting ready for your day. For instance, you might say, I get up when I feel strong and ready, or after I wake up, I get up to make my bed. It is the action of beginning your physical movement for the day.
Very clear. Mm-hmm. So wake up is the mind, get up is the body. And once you're up, what's a common personal hygiene verb that often starts our day? Something we do to feel fresh. Now we have brush. The example is, I brush my teeth. Repeat after me calmly. Brush. I brush my teeth.
To brush means to clean something using a brush. Most commonly, in the morning, many of us brush our teeth to make them clean and healthy.
Right.
But the verb brush can also be used for other things. For example, you can brush your hair to make it smooth and neat.
Ah, okay. Hair too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you might brush dust off a book or a table. It's a simple action of using a brush to clean or to make something tidy. Think of the movement of the brush itself.
That makes sense. It's about using that tool.
Yeah.
And staying with keeping things clean, what's another very common action we do, usually with water, to feel fresh. The next verb is wash. Listen, I wash my face. Please say very slowly, wash, I wash my face.
Wash means to clean something using water, and often we use soap, too, to help get things very clean.
Water and soap.
Yes. We wash our hands many times a day, especially before eating or after being outside. We wash our face to feel refreshed, and we also wash our clothes to make them clean. It's an action that helps us feel fresh, healthy, and clean.
Okay.
You could say, I wash my hands carefully, or I wash the dishes after dinner. It is always about using water to clean.
These verbs really paint a picture of our morning routine, don't they?
You really do, step by step.
And after we're feeling clean, what's one of the most essential actions we take to get energy for the day? Our fifth verb is eat. Here's the example. I eat breakfast. Try saying with a calm voice, eat. I eat breakfast.
Eat is a truly important verb. It means to put food into your mouth, chew it, and then swallow it. We eat breakfast in the morning to start our day with energy. We eat lunch in the middle of the day, and we eat dinner in the evening with our family or friends. It is how we nourish our bodies and get the energy we need for all our activities.
Right, for energy.
You could also say, I eat fruit every day, or what do you like to eat for dinner? It is fundamental to life.
And along with eating, what's the verb for taking liquids into our body? And now, drink. The example is, I drink coffee or tea. Could you say clearly, drink, I drink coffee or tea?
Just like eat is for food, drink is for taking liquids into your body.
Okay, liquids.
Yes. We drink water throughout the day to stay healthy and hydrated. We might drink juice, milk, or, as in the example, coffee or tea. It's about consuming any liquid. For instance, I drink a lot of water when it's hot. Or, would you like to drink some milk? It's a very common and necessary daily action.
Wonderful. So we've woken up, gotten clean, and nourished ourselves. Now, we often need to move from one place to another to start our day outside the home. What's the general verb for moving away from where you are? Next, we have go. Examples are, I go to school, I go to work. Try repeating slowly. Go. I go to school.
To go means to move from one place to another place. It specifically shows movement away from your current location.
Ah, away from, okay.
Yes. You might go to a new city for a trip, or go to the market to buy food. It's a fundamental verb for describing any kind of movement where you are leaving your current spot. You might say, I go for a walk in the park. Or, where do you want to go today? It shows direction, moving away.
And often, after we've gone somewhere, we come back. So what's the verb for moving towards your current location or familiar place? And its opposite, come. Here's the example. I come home at 6 p.m. Please say, with me, come. I come home at 6 p.m.
If go means moving away, then come means moving towards the speaker or towards a specific familiar place or person.
Okay, towards, the opposite of go.
Exactly. So you go to work in the morning and then you come home in the evening. You come to a friend's house for a visit. It shows movement towards a familiar or desired destination. For example, please come here. I want to talk. Or my family will come to visit next month. It's about arriving at a place.
That distinction between go and come is very helpful for new learners.
Right.
Now, sometimes we need to perform an action with an object, or we might even use it to describe performing a routine action. What's a very common verb for that? Our ninth verb is take. The example is, I take a shower. Try it calmly. Take, I take a shower.
Take is an incredibly versatile verb in English, meaning it can have, well, many meanings.
Oh, okay. Versatile.
Yes. In this daily context, it often means to perform an action or to hold something in your hand. So you take a shower to clean yourself. But you can also take a book from a shelf or take a picture with your phone. You might even take a break from studying. It's fascinating how take can combine with other small words to create many new meanings. We sometimes call these phrasal verbs.
Right.
For example, I take the bus to work, or can you take my hand? It's about grasping, receiving, or performing an action.
It's true. Take seems to pop up everywhere. And what about placing something somewhere? Setting it down. The next one is put. The example is, I put my phone on the table. Repeat, slowly. Put. I put my phone on the table.
To put means to move something to a specific place. It's about placing an object somewhere.
Okay, placing.
Yes, you put your book on the table, or you put your clothes in the closet, you might put your keys in your bag. It's a very clear and direct action of placing something. For instance, please put your coat on the chair. Or I put sugar in my coffee. It's about arranging things in their place.
So if take is about picking up or performing, put is about placing down. And what about creating something or preparing it? Now we have make. Here are examples. I make my bed. I make food. Say it with me. Make. I make my bed.
Make is another extremely common and important verb. It means to create something, to prepare something, or to cause something to happen.
Okay. Create or prepare.
Exactly. When you make your bed, you are preparing it, arranging it neatly so it looks good. When you make food, you are preparing a meal, creating something new to eat. You might also make a plan for your weekend or make a decision. It's often about creation or preparation. For instance, she makes beautiful drawings. Or, let's make a cake together. It implies bringing something into existence or readiness.
That's a great explanation of make as creating or preparing. Sometimes it's confused with do. We'll get to do some.
Well, that's a common point.
But for now, what's another very common verb that can mean both to own something and also to experience or consume something? Our 12th verb is have. Here are examples. I have a cat. I have lunch. Try saying have. I have a cat.
Have truly has two main, very common uses that are important to understand.
Okay, two uses.
Yes. First, it can mean to possess something, to own something. So when you say, I have a cat, it means the cat belongs to you. I have a book, it means the book is yours.
Right, possession.
Exactly. Second, it can mean to experience or consume something. For example, I have lunch means to eat lunch.
Like eating.
Yes. You can also say, I have a good time, meaning you experience enjoyment. It's a remarkably flexible verb in English, adapting to many situations. Think of, I have a question, or do you have time? It's about possession or experience.
That dual meaning of have is really key. And now, to address the make versus do point. What is the verb that generally means to perform an action or a task, rather than creating something new? The next verb is do. Examples are, I do homework, I do my best. Repeat after me clearly. Do. I do homework.
To do means to perform an action or a task. It's a very general verb for completing activities.
Okay. Perform a task.
Yes. When you do your homework, you are performing a specific task that has been assigned to you. When you say, I do my best, you are performing with maximum effort. The general rule, well, in a very simple way, is that make is usually for creating something new, while do is for performing an activity or task that already exists.
I see.
For instance, I do the laundry every week, or what do you do for a living? It's about carrying out actions.
That distinction between make and do is so helpful for learners. And what's the verb for interacting with an object to use it for its purpose? Our 14th verb is use. Listen to the examples. I use my phone. I use a notebook. Please say calmly, use. I use my phone.
To use means to operate or employ something for a particular purpose.
Okay, for purpose.
Right. You use your phone to call someone or send a message. You use a notebook to write your thoughts or lessons. You are interacting with an object in a way that helps you achieve something. For example, can I use your pen? Or she likes to use her computer for learning. It's about applying a tool or object for a function.
This verb is essential for describing our interaction with the world around us. And finally, for this section, what's a wonderful, peaceful activity verb that connects us to information and stories? And finally, for this section, read. The example is, I read a book every night. Try saying slowly, read. I read a book every night.
To read means to look at written words and understand their meaning. It is a truly wonderful and often peaceful activity that connects us to information, ideas, and stories.
It really is?
You can read a book, a newspaper, an email, or a message on your phone. It's how we absorb written information. For instance, I read English articles to practice. Or, what are you reading right now? It's a quiet but powerful action of understanding text.
Excellent work, everyone. Diving deep into these foundational daily verbs. Let's just gently and slowly list a few of these again to help them settle deeply in your mind and memory. Wake up.
Wake up.
Get up.
Brush.
Brush.
Eat.
Eat.
Drink. Drink.
Drink.
Go.
Come.
Take.
Cake.
Put.
Make. Have.
do, use, read. Remember, these are the verbs you can use every single morning, every afternoon, and every evening to describe your daily routines. They are truly easy to use, and you will hear them constantly in English conversations and stories. They are your starting point for describing your life.
Very good. That was a strong beginning. Now let's smoothly move to our second important group of verbs. These verbs are about how we talk, how we communicate with others.
And also how we feel or think internally. These words are incredibly important because they help us express ourselves, understand others, and truly grasp the world around us.
Right. Connection and thought.
Exactly. They are the words that open doors for connection and for deeper thought.
Our first verb in this important group, a fundamental one for speaking, is say. Here's the example. I say hello. Please say clearly. Say, I say hello.
To say means to speak words. You say words out loud. It is about the specific words that come out of your mouth exactly as they are spoken.
Okay, the exact words.
Yes, like hello, thank you, or goodbye. It's a very direct way to express something with words. For example, he likes to say kind words. Or what do you say? It focuses on the words themselves.
That's a very clear way to put it. It's about the exact words. But sometimes we don't just speak words, we convey a message to someone. How is that different? And what verb do we use? The next verb is tell. Here's the example. I tell my friend a story. You say slowly, tell. I tell my friend a story.
Tell is similar to say, but it's very important to understand a key difference for new English learners.
Okay.
While you say words, you usually tell a message, a story, or information to someone.
To someone is important.
Yes, exactly. You need that someone after the verb. So you tell a secret to a friend, or you tell someone your name. It's about communicating a piece of information or a narrative to a listener. For instance, please tell me your name. Or she wants to tell a joke. Remember, you say words, but you tell a person something.
That distinction is so helpful. Tell needing a someone. So after we've said or told something, sometimes we need information back. What verb do we use when we want to get information? Now we have ask. The example is, I ask questions. Try saying calmly, ask. I ask questions.
To ask means to say something to get information or to request something.
Okay, getting information.
Right. When you don't know something or you need help, you ask a question. You might ask for help or you ask for directions to a place. It's how you seek answers or assistance from others. For example, can I ask you something? Or, he always asks good questions in class. It's about seeking information.
And its natural partner. When someone asks a question, what do we do next? And its partner, answer. Here's the example. I answer my teacher. Please say, with me, answer. I answer my teacher.
When someone asks you a question, you answer them.
Give a response?
Exactly. To answer means to respond, to give information back. So when your teacher asks something, you answer the question to show you understand or to provide the information they need. It is about giving a reply. For instance, I answer the phone when it rings. Right. Or please answer my letter soon. It's giving a response.
These communication verbs are building nicely. What's the general verb for having a conversation, a friendly exchange of words with someone? Our fifth verb in this section is talk. The example is, I talk with my family. Repeat after me, slowly. Talk. I talk with my family.
To talk means to speak to someone in a conversation. It's usually a two-way exchange, a back and forth flow of words and ideas.
Right, back and forth.
Yes. You talk on the phone with a friend or you talk about your day with your family at dinner. It's about engaging in a friendly, interactive conversation. For example, we like to talk about books, or can we talk later? It implies an ongoing discussion.
And what about speaking to someone specifically using a phone, or even getting someone's attention by shouting their name? Next, we have call. The example is, I call my friend. Can you say clearly, call, I call my friend?
To call often means to use a phone to speak to someone.
Okay, using a phone.
Yes. So you call your friend on the phone to chat. This is the most common meaning in daily life now, but it can also mean to shout someone's name to get their attention.
Ah, okay, like shouting.
Right, like I call my dog to come inside, or she calls my name from across the room. So it's either using a phone to speak or using your voice to get attention. For instance, I will call you tomorrow. Or he calls for help when he needs it.
That makes a lot of sense. Two distinct but related uses. Now, moving to how we take in sounds, what's the verb for paying careful, intentional attention with our ears? Now, listen, the example is, I listen to English. Try saying calmly, listen. I listen to English.
To listen means to pay attention with your ears, to hear sounds carefully and intentionally.
Intentionally, that's key.
Yes, it is. When you are learning English, it is incredibly important to actively listen to English. You are doing it right now, listening to our voices, paying attention to what we say. You choose to pay attention. For example, I listen to music every day, or please listen to my advice. It's an active mental process involving your ears and mind.
And what's the difference between that active listening and just having sound enter our ears without us trying? And its close relative, hear, the example is, I hear music. Please say slowly, hear. I hear music.
Hear is different from listen because to hear means that sound simply enters your ears, even if you don't try to hear it.
Okay. It just happens.
Exactly. It is not always intentional. It just happens. You might hear a car outside your window or hear music playing in another room, even if you are not focusing on it. You don't choose to hear it. It's a natural function of your ears. So you listen to English on purpose to learn, but you just hear sounds around you all the time. For instance, I can hear the birds singing outside.
Nice example.
Or, did you hear that noise? It's a passive reception of sound.
That distinction between intentional listen and passive hear is very helpful for learners.
Yeah.
Now, moving to our minds, what verb do we use when we have ideas or use our brain to process information? Our ninth verb in this section is think. The example is, I think about my goals. Repeat calmly, think. I think about my goals.
To think means to use your mind, to have ideas, opinions, or thoughts in your head.
Using your mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think about problems to find solutions, you think about what you want to do tomorrow, or you think about your dreams and goals for the future. It is an internal action happening completely inside your mind. For example, I think it will rain tomorrow. Or, what do you think about this idea? It's the process of mental activity.
And following on from thinking, what verb describes having information or facts stored in our minds?
Yeah.
The next one is know. The example is, I know the answer. Say it with me slowly. No, I know the answer.
To know means to have information, to have facts in your mind, or to be familiar with something or someone.
Okay, having facts.
Right. If someone asks a question and you have the correct information in your memory, you know the answer. You might know a new English word or you know a person's name. It is about possessing knowledge or familiarity. For instance, I know how to ride a bicycle. Or do you know my friend? It's about having information or familiarity.
So know is about having the information. What verb describes grasping the meaning of that information, truly making sense of it, and then understand? The example is, I understand you. Try saying clearly, understand, I understand you.
Understand is a very important verb for learning and communication.
It really is.
To understand means to grasp the meaning of something, to comprehend it. If I speak English and you can follow my words, truly making sense of them, then you understand me.
Okay, grasping the meaning.
Exactly. It is more than just knowing facts. It is about making sense of those facts and connecting them. For example, I don't understand this math problem, or do you understand what I mean? It's about comprehension and clarity.
That's a crucial distinction for learners. Knowing the words versus understanding the meaning. And speaking of learners, what's the verb that describes the entire process you're doing right now?
Our 12th verb in this group is learn. The example is, I learn English every day. Please say, with me, learn. I learn English every day.
This verb is absolutely for you. To learn means to gain new knowledge or a new skill.
Gaining knowledge.
Yes, you are learning English right now by listening to this deep dive. It is a continuous process of getting new information into your mind and then being able to use it effectively. Every new word, every new sentence, every new rule of grammar you discover means you are learning.
For instance, children learn very quickly, or I want to learn to play the guitar. It's about acquiring new abilities.
And as we learn, we want to keep that new information.
Yeah.
What verb describes keeping information in our memory? Now, remember, the example is, I remember new words. Can you say calmly, remember? I remember new words.
To remember means to keep information, experiences, or knowledge in your memory so you do not forget it.
Okay. Keeping it in memory.
Right. When you study new English words, you try hard to remember them so you can use them later in conversation or writing. It's about holding on to information in your mind. For example, I can't remember her name. Or, do you remember our first meeting? It's an active mental recall.
And what about the opposite? What happens when information slips away from our memory? And its opposite, forget. The example is, I forget sometimes. Try saying slowly, forget. I forget sometimes.
To forget means to not be able to remember something, to lose it from your memory.
Losing it.
Yes. It is completely normal and okay to forget sometimes, especially when you are learning a new language like English.
That's reassuring.
It is. Don't worry if you forget a word. Just try to remember it again later. It is a natural part of the learning process for everyone. For instance, don't forget your keys. Or I sometimes forget my umbrella. It's the absence of recall.
These verbs about thinking and remembering are crucial for learning. And finally, for this section, what's the verb that expresses positive feelings about something, showing that you enjoy it? Our last verb in this section is like. The example is, I like to learn. Repeat after me clearly. Like. I like to learn.
To like means to find something pleasant or enjoyable, to have positive feelings for it.
Positive feelings?
Okay.
Yeah.
You might like a particular food, or you like to read books, or you like to listen to music. We truly hope you like to learn English.
We do.
Because enjoying the process makes it so much easier and more fun to continue your journey. For example, I like warm weather, or do you like this song? It expresses preference and positive emotion. That was truly a wonderful journey through verbs of communication and thought. Let's gently say a few of these together again to help them sink in. Say, tell, ask,
Answer.
talk, call, listen,
Hear.
think, know, understand,
Learn.
remember, forget, break.
Like. These verbs are truly crucial for communication, for connecting with others, and for your ongoing journey of growing in English. You use them every single time you speak, think, or try to understand the world around you. They are your tools for deeper connection.
Okay, let's keep moving forward. Our third important group of verbs describes physical movement and how we interact with objects in the world around us.
Movement and interaction. Yes. These verbs are all about the actions you do with your body and with the things you touch and use every day. They truly describe how you move through your entire day and environment.
Exactly. From simply walking to opening a door, these verbs clearly show your actions in the physical world. They paint a picture of your interactions with your surroundings.
Our first verb in this part, a very fundamental way to move, is walk. The example is, I walk to the park. Can you say, slowly? Walk. I walk to the park.
To walk means to move forward by putting one foot in front of the other, always keeping one foot on the ground.
Okay, one foot always on the ground.
Right. It's a common, natural, and gentle way to move around. You might walk to the store to buy groceries, or you walk for exercise to stay healthy. It is a relaxed form of movement. For example, let's walk together. Or, he likes to walk in the forest. It's about moving on foot at a comfortable pace.
So walk is a gentle movement. What about moving faster, where both feet might actually leave the ground for a moment? Next we have run. The example is, I run in the morning. Please say calmly, run. I run in the morning.
Run is like walk, but much faster.
Faster, okay.
Yes, to run means to move quickly using your legs, where both feet are off the ground for a short moment with each step. People run for sport, like in a race, or they run when they're in a hurry to catch a bus. It's a more energetic and quick form of movement. For example, the children run and play.
Right.
Or I need to run to the store quickly. It implies speed and bursts of energy.
Those are clear distinctions for movement with our legs. But what if we're moving in a vehicle, like a car? Now, drive. The example is, I drive to work. Try saying clearly, drive. I drive to work.
To drive means to control a car, a bus, or another motor vehicle.
Controlling a vehicle.
Yes. You use a steering wheel to direct the vehicle and pedals to make it move faster or slower. So if you have a car, you drive it to different places, like to work, to the store, or to visit friends. It's about operating a motor vehicle. For example, can you drive me to the airport? Or she learns to drive a car. It specifically involves operating a powered vehicle.
And what if we're on a bike, or a horse, or even a public bus? There's a different verb for that. And then ride, the example is, I ride a bike. Repeat after me slowly. Ride. I ride a bike.
To ride means to sit on and control an animal, like a horse, or a vehicle with two wheels, like a bicycle or a motorcycle.
Okay. On a horse or bike.
Yes. And it also applies to public transport, where you are a passenger, like a bus or a train.
As a passenger too.
Right. So you ride a bike to the park for exercise, or you ride a bus to school. It's about being on top of or inside a form of transport. For instance, I like to ride my horse, or let's ride the train to the city. It's about traveling on something.
Very good. So drive is controlling a car, while ride is being on or in other types of transport. Now let's talk about interacting with objects. What verb do we use to make something no longer closed? Our fifth verb in this section is open. The example is, I open the door. Can you say calmly? Open. I open the door.
To open means to move something so that it is no longer closed.
Making it not closed.
Exactly. When you open a door, you create a way to go inside or outside. You can open a window to let in fresh air, or open a book to begin reading. It's a very clear and simple action that allows access or reveals what's inside. For example, please open the box. Or the store opens at 9 a.m. It means to unseal or unblock.
And what about the opposite? When we want to make something secure or keep things out, and it's opposite. Close.
Yeah.
The example is, I close the window.
Yeah.
Try saying slowly.
Slowly.
Close. I close the window.
To close means to move something so that it is no longer open, the opposite of open.
By opposite.
When you close a window, you shut it, perhaps to keep the cold air out. You close a book when you finish reading, or you close a door to make a room private. It makes things secure or keeps things in or out. For instance, please close the bag tightly, or the bank closes at 4 p.m. It means to shut or seal.
So open and close are very clear actions. Now, it's a common verb that can mean to rotate something, but also to activate something, like a light. Now we have turn. The example is, I turn on the light. Please say clearly, turn. I turn on the light.
To turn can indeed mean to rotate something, like when you turn your head to look around or to turn a key in a lock.
Rotate.
Yes. But in daily actions, it often means to activate or deactivate something, especially electrical things.
Like turn on and turn off.
Exactly. So you turn on the light to make the room bright. And of course, you can also turn off the light to make it dark. We also use it to change direction, like I turn left at the corner.
Okay.
For example, can you turn on the TV? Or please turn off the music. It's about operating a switch or changing orientation.
Turn on and turn off are very practical phrases. And now, what's the verb for finishing movement or an activity to come to a halt? The next verb is stop. The example is, I stop and rest. Repeat calmly. Stop. I stop and rest.
To stop means to finish moving or doing something, to come to a halt.
Finishing movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. When you are walking, you might stop to look at something interesting. When you are working, you might stop to take a break and rest. It is a pause or an end to an action or movement. For instance, the car stops at the traffic light. Or, please stop talking for a moment. It means to cease motion or activity.
And its positive partner, the opposite of stop and finish, meaning to begin, then start. The example is, I start my day with coffee. Say it with me, slowly. Start. I start my day with coffee.
To start means to begin. It is the opposite of stop and
And
finish.
to begin, right? You start a new book when you begin reading it.
Yeah.
You start your homework when you begin to do it. Every day you start your day, perhaps with a cup of coffee or a quiet moment of reflection. It is the very beginning of an action, an event, or a process. For example, let's start a new project. Or the movie starts at 7 p.m. It marks the commencement.
And once we've started something, we usually want to bring it to an end. What's the verb for completing an activity? And its partner, finish. The example is, I finish my work. Try saying clearly, finish. I finish my work. To finish means to complete something, to bring it to an end.
Bringing it to an end.
Okay. After you start your work or a task, you will eventually finish it. When you finish eating your meal, it means your meal is done. It is the end point of an activity or process. For instance, I need to finish my painting, or the students finish their exams next week. It's about bringing an action to its conclusion.
That's a clear beginning and end with start and finish. Now, what's a verb that describes engaging in an activity for enjoyment, like a game, but also making music? Our 12th verb in this group is play. Examples are, I play a game, I play music. Please say calmly, play. I play a game.
Play has a couple of wonderful meanings.
Okay.
First, it means to engage in an activity purely for enjoyment, like when you play a game with friends or children play in the park. It's about having fun.
Right. Fun.
Second, it means to produce sound from a musical instrument, like when you play the piano, or from a device, like when you play music on your phone.
Music too.
Yes. So it's often about having fun or creating sound. For instance, let's play soccer. Or, can you play a song? It's about enjoyment or producing sound.
That's a fun one. Play for games and music. And what verb describes looking at something carefully and for a period of time, especially something moving?
Yeah.
Now watch. The example is, I watch a movie. Can you say slowly? Watch. I watch a movie.
To watch means to look at something carefully and for a period of time, often something that is moving or changing.
Okay, look carefully for a time.
Exactly. You watch a movie on TV or a video on your computer. You might watch children playing in the park, observing their actions. It is a focused visual activity where you are paying attention to what you see. For example, I like to watch the clouds in the sky, or let's watch the news tonight. It implies sustained visual attention.
So watch is about sustained looking. And now, for something essential in many homes, what's the verb for preparing food using heat? The next verb is cook. The example is, I cook dinner. Try saying clearly, cook, I cook dinner.
To cook means to prepare food using heat, like on a stove, in an oven, or on a grill.
Using heat, okay.
Yes, you cook dinner for your family, or you cook a new recipe you learned. It is an essential daily action for many people, bringing food to the table. For instance, I love to cook new dishes. Or, what are you cooking today? It's about transforming raw food into something edible with heat.
And after cooking, or just generally keeping our homes tidy, what's the verb for removing dirt and making things neat? And then clean. The example is, I clean my room. Repeat after me calmly. Clean. I clean my room.
To clean means to remove dirt, dust, or stains from something to make it tidy and neat.
Removing dirt. Making tidy.
Right. You clean your room to make it fresh and organized, or you clean the kitchen after cooking to make it spotless. It's about making things hygienic and orderly. For example, we clean the house every weekend, or please clean your desk. It's about tidying and removing impurities.
These verbs are so practical for daily life. And finally, for this section, what's a beautiful verb that describes assisting someone, making something easier for them? Our last verb for this section is help. The example is, I help my friend. Say it with me, slowly. Help. I help my friend.
To help means to assist someone, to make it easier for them to do something, or to give them support.
Assisting. Giving support.
Yes. When your friend needs something or is having a difficult time, you can help them. It is a kind and useful action that brings people together and makes tasks lighter. For example, can I help you with that heavy bag?
Yeah.
Or she likes to help others learn. It's about offering assistance and support.
You're doing amazing work today, truly immersing yourself in these verbs. Let's gently go over a few of these important verbs of movement and interaction again. Walk.
Run.
Drive.
Drive.
Ride.
Guide.
Open.
Roll close.
Turn.
Oh,
Stop.
okay.
Start. Stop. Finish. Play. Watch. Watch. Clean.
Clean.
Help. These verbs are perfect for describing many daily actions, how you move your body, and how you interact with all the wonderful things around you every single day. They make your stories about your day come alive.
Wonderful work. We have one more very special group of verbs, and these are truly powerful.
Powerful verbs.
Yes. They are verbs about your life, your dreams, your growth, and your personal learning journey. They help you describe who you are becoming, the progress you make, and your continuous development. These words can be very encouraging and inspiring.
Our first verb in this final, meaningful part is try. The example is, I try to speak English. You say calmly, try. I try to speak English.
To try means to make an effort to do something, even if it is difficult or new.
Making an effort.
Exactly. When you're learning English, it is incredibly important to try to speak, even if you make mistakes. Every single effort counts and moves you forward. It shows you are making an attempt, you are putting in the work. For example, I will try my best. Or, don't be afraid to try something new. It's about making an earnest attempt.
That encouragement to try is so important for learners. And what's the verb that describes doing an activity regularly to improve your skill? Next, we have practice. The example is, I practice every day. Please say slowly, practice. I practice every day.
To practice means to do an activity regularly and repeatedly in order to improve your skill.
Okay, regularly, to improve.
Yes. When you want to get better at English, you absolutely need to practice speaking, practice listening, and practice reading every single day. It is about daily commitment and consistent effort for progress. For instance, musicians practice for many hours, or you need to practice to become good at something. It's about repetitive action for skill development.
So try is the effort, and practice is the regular application of that effort. What happens as a result of trying and practicing? Now, improve. The example is, I improve slowly. Try saying clearly, improve. I improve slowly.
To improve means to become better, to make progress, to get closer to your goal.
Becoming better, making progress.
Right. When you practice your English every day, your English skills will surely improve. It is often a gradual process, happening with small, steady steps, little by little, over time.
Small steps. I like that.
Hey, me too. Every small step forward, every new word you learn is an improvement. For example, her health is improving every day. Or how can I improve my writing? It's about making positive progress.
That's a beautiful thought. That improvement comes with small steps.
Yeah.
And as we improve, especially as learners, we also experience something broader, like becoming larger in knowledge or confidence. What verb describes that? Our fourth verb in this final group is grow. The example is, I grow with small steps. Repeat after me calmly. Grow. I grow with small steps.
To grow means to develop, to become larger or more mature, or to increase in something.
Developing, increasing.
Yes. When you learn English, your knowledge of the language will grow, and your confidence in speaking it will also grow. It is about personal development, becoming stronger, more knowledgeable, and more confident over time. Just like a plant grows taller, your abilities and understanding grow. For instance, children grow quickly, or my understanding of English continues to grow. It's about expansion and development.
These are truly encouraging verbs. And now the final verb for today, a very powerful one that describes existence, identity, or a state of being. It's truly foundational. And the final verb for today, a very powerful one, be. Examples are, I am a learner, I am strong. Can you say slowly? Be.
Yeah.
I am a learner.
The verb be is absolutely fundamental in English.
It really is.
It describes existence itself, or identity, or a state of being. It is also the most irregular verb in English, changing forms like am, is, are, was, were, depending on who or what you were talking about and when.
Right. It changes a lot.
It does. When you say I am a learner, you are identifying yourself saying what you are. When you say I am strong, you are describing your state or a characteristic. It tells us who or what someone or something is or its condition. For example, she is happy, or they are friends. It truly defines what exists and how it exists. These words, try, practice, improve, grow, and be, are truly powerful. They are not just words. They are concepts that define your journey. Let's gently say them one more time. Feeling their meaning.
Try.
Practice.
Practice. Improve.
Improve.
Grow.
Grow.
Be.
Be. They are essential for helping you describe your personal journey, helping you grow your English skills, and helping you build your confidence in yourself as a learner. You are building something wonderful, piece by piece.
Incredible work today. You have truly taken a wonderful deep dive with us. You have just learned about 50 very important English verbs that you can use for your daily life, for your thoughts, and for your growth.
A great accomplishment.
That is a magnificent achievement, and you should feel incredibly proud. Now, because you have explored these fundamental verbs with us, you're even better equipped to understand English, to speak with more clarity, and to practice with greater confidence. Remember, the best way to make these words truly yours is to keep practicing.
Yes, practice is key.
You can listen to this deep dive again and again and truly repeat the words and examples out loud. This is that wonderful technique we talked about called shadowing. Shadowing. And it is genuinely how you improve your speaking, your pronunciation, and your understanding. Keep listening, keep repeating. Every little bit truly helps you grow.
I am truly, truly proud of the dedication you are showing by taking this time for your learning journey. Please keep going, little by little.
Little by little.
Every day, every new word you try to use, every practice session makes a tangible difference in your progress. You are learning. You are doing great.
As you go about your day today, or perhaps tomorrow, I invite you to gently notice these verbs. Pay attention to them. Notice them in your own actions. What do you do? What do you say? What do you try to learn?
Notice them in life. Yes. Notice them in the English you encounter, perhaps in a song or a simple sentence, and then ask yourself, which one new verb from our deep dive will you choose to use today? To describe what you do, or what you're feeling, or what you're trying. Keep exploring, keep noticing the world through the lens of these powerful action words. That is how learning becomes a living, breathing part of who you are.